Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records. We rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger, biggest stinker from each of them, and we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. At the end, we're also going to talk. We're going to go over our top 10 Pixies songs as well. But let's get into this right now. We're doing their 9 records plus their first kind of EP thing, the Pilgrims one. So 10 in all. So what do you got for number 10? Go.
I'm John Wayne Pilgrims. So their worst record is Indie City, their 5th. This was bad, dude.
Indie City or Indie Candy?
Indie Cindy. Indie Cindy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not Candy, it's Cindy, like the name Cindy.
I put Candy.
That's close. You're just one vowel off. That's not a big deal.
It is Indie Cindy. Wow.
It's okay. Indie Cindy. Yeah, that's why I said Cindy. Cindy.
Well, you said
Cindy. City. God damn. We're doing this earlier, so it's kind of different.
Yeah. Middle of the day on a Sunday. So there you go.
This is like the time where I usually like putz around a little bit, like start the laundry, clean, do things. So I'm usually not moving and jiving at this time. It's more like recovering. I'm in the recovery phase from the weekend.
Yeah, and also it's been 2 weeks since we last recorded, so
we forgot how to do things.
We're getting back into the groove right now.
Forgot how to talk.
Yeah.
Indie Cindy is their 5th record. There's so much here with this one. They break up for 10 years and then get back together, and then wait almost another 10 years to release new music, but it's just some EPs. Then they combine those fucking EPs to make their first record in almost 25 years. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, then, like, you still can't even work it out with, like, fan favorite Kim to come back after she achieved, like, mad success with the Breeders. Like, this is just stupid, dude. This is fucking not good. This is the only record of theirs that I think is bad. I think everything else, at least, is like, it's fine. Wow. Like, this is bad, dude. There's nothing good about this record. There's nothing here that screams Pixies. There's, like, decent parts thrown in there, but this band, like, just broke up too soon to even take advantage of, like, the genre they helped build to commercial success. This is just dumb on all fronts. Banger Jamie Bravo, because it sounds like Weezer. Actually, more like the Rentals, I guess. And then Bag Boy, dumb song. I don't even care anymore. Move on.
Okay. Yeah, some of these I don't have a banger. Some of them I don't have a stinker because I don't know. Just some of them are just okay. The records are just okay. There's nothing terrible about any of these records, but some of them are just kind of mid-level. Don't really care. So number 10 for me, the night the zombies came. Their 9th record, their latest record from 2024. This is the first with Emma Richardson on bass after they unceremoniously fired Paz Linchanton. Paz. I don't remember how to say her name. But they kind of just fired her, didn't let her know, and yeah, so she was pretty bummed about that. But anyway, yeah, so they put this one out. It's more upbeat punk type songs for the most part, but then there's some slower jams on here that are just not good. Like 2 stinkers. One is Chicken. Chicken just it's boring. It's almost like worship sounding at points. The only saving grace to that song are the harms. There's some good harms there, but otherwise, yeah, it's not a good song. And then another one is Mercy Me. Dude, he's doing this like Sean Mullins style vocals. If you don't remember who Sean Mullins is, he did the Rockabye song back in like 1999, 1998.
Rockabye.
When he does that like really low kind of gravelly voice. Oh, I hate it so much.
He's like talking, singing kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's kind of what Francis does on this one. I'm not going to call him Black. I'm just going to call him Francis, the singer, songwriter, because it's easier. It sounds weird calling him Black. But yeah, anyway, The Night the Zombies Came, my number 10. I don't think it's a good record. I would never go back to it. And so you'll probably hear us say throughout this episode, oh, I would give this 2 out of 3 or whatever it is. So we have a 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. I would give this a 1 out of 3. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine to listen to it once, but never again. So what do you got for number 9? Go.
Number 9, Doggerel. Their 8th record, 22. This sounds like Old Guy. That's what this sounds like. Like I don't know. Without even knowing who these people are or seeing pictures of them, if you heard this record, you're like, I don't know. This kind of just sounds like Old Guys did this. And it's fucking true. It's drab. It was really, really tough to get through this one. Tougher to praise. There's a lot of like kind of like Americana Western kind of influences going on here.
Yeah.
But like none of it's very good or interesting. Like none of it I don't give two shits about in 2020 fucking two. I saw someone online say this record is like watching the Wile E. Coyote chase the Roadrunner. But like this album is the Coyote and they're chasing their early Pixie sound. Like it's just never gonna fucking happen. But it's not a bad record. I do think Indie Cindy is a bad record. This is just like, this is dumb. It's stupid.
Okay.
No Matter Day, banger. Just an opener. The only track that like maybe, even if the extended playlist happened, this could have been on there. I don't remember why. Dregs of the Wine. That song sucked. And one of the lyrics, he says, "We done run out of all of our tricks." And I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. I know.
Oh, man. All right, so Doggerel is also my number 8 or my number 9, sorry, but it's their 8th album from 22. Yeah, I agree with you. It has a very kind of Americana feel to it. I hear a lot of CCR, a lot of Neil Young, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for this style. Like I don't think he does it well. He writes those kinds of songs well. I just thought it was boring. Honestly, this is just a boring record. I'd give this a 1 out of 3. I have no banger. Nothing, absolutely nothing stood out to me on this one at all. But I do have a stinker. There's a Moon On. I don't like the way he sings on this one. There are parts when he goes into, I think, the choruses, and it's just him singing. No instruments, just him singing the end of the verses, and it's just, dude, it sounds bad. It's a bad melody. I just don't like it. It's very alt indie, like modern alt indie. I don't. I think it's boring.
Gross. Boring.
And this is also the last album with Paz on bass. So there you go. That's my number 9 is Doggerel.
Okay.
So
good.
Let's get into your number 8. What do you got?
Yeah. I mean, these could have been my next like 2. I guess could have been switched. Like, I don't give a shit about any of these records, and that's Beneath the Ire or Eerie. It sounds like a band that's a little more cohesive, I guess, when it comes to songwriting, because they're playing well together. But I just like these songs just don't hit. They're fucking boring. It's boring. You're boring. So I don't care. Saint Nazaire, rockabilly sound. Daniel Boone was fucking just like a U2 song. But fuck it, dude. That song sucks. You're boring. I don't remember anything from this record.
Honestly, it's a lot of their music. I just thought was just kind of boring. Even some of their earlier stuff, I will say most of their music I can't get into. Not to say it's bad, I just can't get into it. Wait till we get to the album of the week, Surfer Rosa. All right, so yeah, my number 8 is Beneath the Eerie, the Irie, however you want to pronounce that. 7th record from 2019. I think this is probably their darkest sounding album they've ever put out. There are pop elements, obviously, and there is this like kind of circusy kind of feel in some of the songs, but it has very, very dark undertones with the guitars and the way he sings. It's kind of depressing at moments too, but in the end, it just comes out to be kind of just a mediocre Pixies record. I just kind of don't care at this point. Banger, Saint Nazaire, however you want to say it. This is very kind of like surf kind of driven song, which is cool with that surf guitar. Just a little bit more fast and aggressive. And it does remind me a lot of like a Queens of the Stone Age song. So that's pretty cool. Stinker, I guess, Silver Bullet, slower jam. I just think it's kind of boring. So I don't really care. But yeah, kind of a forgettable album for me. I just don't really care, man. At least their albums weren't super long. Like the longest album was like 45 minutes, but generally it's between 30 and 45 minutes. So that made it easier. So anyway, what do you got for number 7?
Head Carrier, 6th record, 2016. I think this one overcompensated on the melodies and like just didn't deliver on any of the intensity. Like there's fun, catchy stuffs here, but like that's just it. They're just kind of like Weezer-esque pop songs with no depth to them whatsoever. Pixies do well when we get a song like Gigantic, right? But then it's also backed by some shit like Broken Face. Like I like that kind of like choppiness and sequencing of a record where it's like, what the fuck is going on here? This is weird, but everything's still really, really fun. They didn't do any of that shit on here, so I don't fucking care. Chugga-Lugga, that was my banger. All I think about now, this was my stinker because it seemed like it was a shit attempt at paying like homage to Kim or disrespecting her. I don't know. It was
probably
fucking
disrespecting,
weird.
knowing that
It was
Francis
the only
is,
song.
like, such a jealous dude.
It was the only song on the record that was written by Paz. You know, the only female in the band.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That whole fucking thing is weird too. Like, what kind of weirdo only likes like female bass players? It's bizarre. It's stupid.
Billy Corgan. But anyway, so my number 7 is also Head Carrier, 6th record, 2016. First with Paz on bass, vocals. Also first with the producer Tom Dalgetty.
The long is pronounced.
Yeah, the long. Yes, he produced like their last 3 or 4 records. But I don't know. They do have that thing where they work with the same guy for a long time. Like first, I mean, they did the Surfer Rosa with Steve Albini, but then after that, the next like 4 or 5 records are with Gil Norton, and then they moved on to this guy Tom. But yeah, in the end, I think the album does have a lot more. I agree with you. It has a lot more pop melodies than the previous records. There's some like synth, like kind of new wave inspired songs, especially the song "Talent," which is my banger. It's very, very new wave, super catchy. Love the Harms. She killed it. And there's a fun little solo in that song too. But yeah, overall, I think they're trying to throw it back to like a poppier Pixies, but it just doesn't quite hit. Doesn't quite hit. So I don't have a stinker. Nothing was bad enough. Everything was just kind of, middle of the road for me on here.
You're making a lot of sound effects this morning.
Yep. Hey man, it's early in the day. It's early in the day. So, 7, Head Carrier. What do you got for number 6? Go.
Number 6, Trompe de l'Homme. Their 4th record, 91. Very, very calm and twilight effort for the band. And twilight effort, I mean, they were fucking around for 5 years here. Kim's barely even here, though. Like, her bass lines are almost gone. Her harms are almost non-existent. Their relationship is pretty much toast by now. This is really a Black Francis into Frank Black kind of record. We'll call him Black Frank Black, FBF.
FBF, yes.
Black Francis is very much in like the Lou Reed sound when he sings on this one, but sounds like when he's just, but sounds great when he's just shouting in like the sad punk song, even though it's pretty basic. But the record's still fun. It was fun, and a couple fucking bangers on here that I playlisted. But otherwise, it's just not as good as what I want from the Pixies. Alec Eiffel, that's my biggest banger. And I'll talk about that later on. And then Navajo No was my other banger that I playlisted because it's a banger. Space, I Believe In. That was my stinker. And for no other reason than he just keeps saying Jeffrey over and over. And it fucking bothered me. I didn't like that.
All right. So my number 6, this will probably make people mad.
Oh God.
But I don't care. Number 6 is Bossa Nova. People love this record. I remember when I worked at Tower Records, so many people bought this fucking record. I would say people bought this record more than any other Pixies record when I worked at Tower Records back in the day. But I don't know. I thought, okay, this album is good. The album is good, but they're just experimenting less with different styles, and it's just very much more in the alt rock indie realm, and that's fine. That's what they do. It's not really my thing. So that's why I ranked it as low as I did. I think it's just they played it extremely safe on here. This also comes after they went on hiatus for I think 2 years, and then Gil Norton came back to produce it. But there was a lot of infighting between FBF and Kim, as well as between FBF and the producer, and it was just a total fucking mess. But in the end, yeah, this is in 1990. Grunge was bubbling up, and there are grunge elements on this record too. But I don't know. It didn't quite hit as hard. I thought it was kind of just good, just good. Nothing great, just
that's
good.
That's fine. If your opinion that this one is just fine, and then you obviously rank Doolittle and Surfer Rosa higher, so that's good. My issue comes with my issue comes with you ranking like Indie Cindy higher than Bossa Nova, which is fucking crazy.
I will say with the Pixies, it's not really my thing. I get what they did for the scene, or they pretty much created the scene, and I understand their significance, but it's just not for me. A lot of their stuff is just not for me, and that's why Bossa Nova sits here. I just thought it was fine, just okay. I have no banger or stinker. I don't think anything really really stood out. So yeah, Bossa Nova, my number 6.
Okay.
Come after me. I don't care. I'm
I'm
probably wrong,
I'm
according
not
to a lot of
huge
fans.
Pixies fans, but I do really think that is wrong.
Okay.
Number 5 is The Night the Zombies Came, their last record, their latest record. This record's pretty good, actually, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot you haven't said this one.
yeah, it's solid. This is classic Pixies meets dad rock. They're not recreating the sound. They're just embracing the legacy shit, you know? Like, we're in, like, full-blown legacy act right now, like, in venues and music and live music, and that's fine. Like, I don't mind that stuff so long as you're not trying to do something different or reinvent yourself, because, like, you're just old. Like, let someone else reinvent the wheel and shit. Like, just get your residuals, tour a little bit, make some money, and call it a day. I do think this is their best record since they broke up, and even better than Trompe le Monde. So I think this is like their best record aside from their first 3. It's fucking good. I don't mind this at all. But Frank Black does seem like he's like a little bitch here because, again, with the female bass player thing, that's weird. That's weird to me.
Okay.
You're So Impatient. That's my banger. This is just solid indie rock. It's super fucking catchy and fun, so I don't give a fuck. By this record, I'm also just kind of like happy they have something I can enjoy that isn't just boring as fuck. The Vegas Suite is the closer. I don't know. I just chose the closer because it's always easy to choose a closer if it's not like the perfect closer that I want. But I did enjoy The Night the Zombies Came. This was a good, enjoyable listen.
But would you get it on vinyl?
No.
Yeah.
This is a 1.5.
Okay, 1.5 out of 3. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm not at vinyl territory yet. I wouldn't get anything yet on vinyl. So, all right. So my number 5 is Indie Cindy, 5th record from 2014.
This above Bossa Nova is fucking wild.
I mean, I thought this record was fun. It had a lot of energy. There are a lot of, it was a good combination of what they were doing back in the late 80s mixed with like modern alt indie rock. And I felt like it was done really well. It was done classy. It wasn't like they were trying to be their old selves. It sounded like they were trying to progress a little bit within the indie rock scene, which, I mean, there isn't really a lot of room for progression in the scene, but they tried. And I get it. It's 23 years after the band broke up. Kim didn't come back into the band. So this guy named Simon Archer from The Fall played the bass on the record. And then Paz joined the band after the record was recorded. But yeah, it's a combination of EPs, 2 or 3 EPs, I believe. So it's essentially just a comp. But whatever. I thought it was enjoyable. It was a nice kind of pick up where they left off from back in 93 92 when their last record had come out. So yeah, it's fine. Indie Cindy's fine. I don't think it's anything spectacular, but it's fine. I enjoyed myself. Banger, Snakes, fast and upbeat, very mid to late 90s sounding indie kind of song. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. Once again, just kind of picking up where they left off, but still making themselves a little bit more modern, which is nice. Stinker, Magdalena 318. There's nothing really wrong with it. I just think it's boring. So,
what the fuck do you have left?
Yeah, number 5, Indie Cindy. So what do you got for number 4?
Pilgrim, and then what's the other one you even said? Oh, Trompe le Monde. Trompe le Monde.
What do you got for number 4?
That's your fucking. my number 4 is Pilgrims. I'm John Wayne Pilgrims. That's because I forgot to. We talked about inserting it, and I forgot. But this is where I would have inserted it here. It is an EP. It's not a record.
It's a mini LP.
As you think
mini
it is.
LP.
Fucking 20 minutes, barely.
They call it a mini LP.
And like Vamos would be the banger for me, but I don't know. I didn't write any notes on this because I forgot. So
it's fine. Well,
I'm
so
John
my number
Wayne Pilgrims. I love that line. It's so good. It's so
really
stupid. Funny. Like that and the Jackal. Like those gotta be like the top 2.
So come on,
Jackal in high school, man. That was crazy.
Oh, that
just
was
like
so
repeating
annoying.
that over and over, just like shouting, just to be annoying.
Just to be annoying. We were annoying
God.
kids. We were annoying kids.
That's wild. Good.
All right. So yeah. Number 4 is Come On Pilgrim. Their mini LP. maybe some call it their first album. Some do, from 1987.
No one does.
Year we were born, dude. But yeah, no, this is fun. It's definitely a precursor to what would become the indie alt rock scene of the 90s. Some really cool, fun guitar wanky parts. You know, just fucking weird ass shit that a lot of people weren't doing at the time, or nobody was really doing at the time. And I don't know. I just think it's a really fun album. I like the Spanish influenced songs. They're a lot of fun. It's a solid 20-minute record. So I dig it. Banger is Vamos, Pilgrim. It's almost like a country song. Love the wonky little guitar part. And it actually does remind me a lot of the Vandals, but obviously more serious, because I don't think FBF has any fun in his life.
Probably not.
Or anybody in the Pixies has any fun in their life. But yeah, so that's my banger is Vamos, Pilgrim. And the stinker is Caribou, just the opening song. Nothing really wrong with it. It's very grunge sounding with all the yelling and everything, like early Nirvana kind of sound to it. Obviously this predates Bleach, but yeah. Anyway, this is good. This is a good record. I don't have too much to say about it, but
are you in vinyl territory yet or no?
No, I'm not in vinyl territory.
Not even.
No.
Fuck no, never.
No. So my number three, what do you got for number three?
I'll buy every Bleeding Through record there is, but no.
I now have every Bleeding Through record.
Do you really?
I have every Bleeding Through.
Oh
record
my
now.
god!
All I needed was Dust to Ashes. That's all I needed, and I got it
That's
yesterday.
so obnoxious.
Yeah, now I have everything. I'm gonna take a picture of them all.
They all sound identical too. There's no
don't.
difference between them.
Settle down. But I'm gonna put them all together, like in a group, like what you do at the record store on the floor.
Yeah.
But and then I'll take a picture.
Floor? Could be on the wall. Could be on the wall.
But you don't. You put them. I know you put them on the floor.
You know shit. But give away secrets.
What do you got for number three?
Trade secret. Actually, that's what Alex told me to do, so I did it. Number three. Now we're getting into one more listen, then we're into vinyl territory here. But like Bossa Nova is my number three. This is This is the most appropriate
Typical,
three. Yeah, this is the most appropriate three for this band. You're right. This is definitely more straightforward, like kind of alt rock sound. The band is already fracturing. The Breeders already dropped their first record, which would later be named as one of Kurt's favorites. And do you listen to Breeder stuff?
I listened to Pod. I did listen to Pod, and honestly, I like Pod more than all of the Pixie stuff.
Everything.
So, but we'll get into that on the main. I want to get into that on the main episode.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's wild.
I enjoyed Pod a lot.
That's wild, but that's not unheard of.
Yeah, and I listened to it the first time last night with my new Beats.
With your cans.
My new cans. So
nice.
I love these fucking things. They sound so good.
Huge sponsor.
Yeah.
This record's dope. It's super surf. It's like surf rock, spacey. It's like I said, it's the perfect third record for them. I don't think this thing tries hard enough. It just kind of rides the coattails of the first two, and I think it suffers from like the infighting. I think they could have taken this kind of like spacey opera thing and just pushed it to its fucking limits. It either made something that's complete like trash, or made something that is like absolutely historic. I think they played it a little bit too safe, but it's still a fucking good record. The Happening, that's my biggest banger. This one covered a lot of ground, vocally all over the place. The quiet whisper, soft stuff, the middle ground, like Fred Schneider kind of sound, and the aggro screaming shit. Like, dude, this song is an absolute banger. I think this made my playlist too, my top 10. And the music plays around so much, and there's some really rad layers to it. Hang Wire, that was my least favorite. This was like the most grunge sounding song on the record, but it just doesn't hit the way like grunge should be hitting at this point. It's just it's almost too secondhand sounding, but it's still a good song. I liked it. I don't know if I get Bossa Nova on the vinyls. I mean,
if an OG walked into your store, you would get. Come on, you would.
I'm taking it home, and I would listen to it, and I would think like, okay, no, or like yes. So I would take it home for sure. But I think Dave would probably want it before I do.
Yeah, he seems like a guy who would be more into the Pixies than you would. So
no, except for their best record.
Well, what's their best record though? That's something else. So you good with Bossa Nova?
That's
okay.
It. Bossa Nova.
That just makes me think of Turtles. Bossa Nova.
Chevy Nova?
So my number 3 is Trompe le Monde.
Trompe
le Monde. We're great with the French accent.
We're Frenchmen.
We're Frenchmen. Yes. Fourth record from 1991, the last with Kim Deal. This one was, I like this record a lot. It has very aggressive, punky kind of songs on here, but also a lot of, it's a great combination of everything they had done before with the fast aggressive stuff, the kind of the wanky stuff, the off the wall stuff. I like this record. It was a solid, really solid record.
Boring. That's why
I enjoy it. It's not boring at all.
Is it sad punk?
Bossa Nova,
your banger.
Bossa Nova is a little boring, but
I think you listen to
Trompe le Monde is not boring. It's good. It's solid. It's fun. Also, reading more about this record and after the fact, after they made it and toured a little bit on it, FBF Francis went to the media and said, Pixies are done. We're breaking up, without telling the rest of the band. And then after he told the media, he called was it Joey Santiago?
Yeah, the
guitarist, called him and said, "Yeah, Pixies are done. No more." And then he faxed Kim and then David, the drummer.
So good.
Faxed them that the Pixies are done and no more. That's fucked up and petty. Dude, everything I've read about FBF, he's such a fucking. He seems like such a jerk.
He does.
Seems like
he
such
really,
a jerk.
Does. And just like bitter, and we'll talk about the bitterness later. But let's go back to the faxing, because that's such a cool way to like nobody faxes anymore, right? Like maybe they do. I don't know. But
at my work, we do, but yeah.
That's just like a cool fuck you. Oh, it's so good. It's worse than like a text. It's worse than like anything. Faxing someone you're fired is just like the biggest fuck you. Oh, it's so good.
Like in Back to the Future 2, when they go in, when they're in the future in 2015, and then Marty gets fired via fax, and it just comes out after. Remember, he's talking to Flea on his TV, and then Flea's yelling at Marty. And then Marty's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry." And then he gets a fax, and it just says, "You're fired" in block lettering, giant block lettering.
I'm not a big Back to the Future guy. I don't really care.
I know you're not. It's so weird.
I don't care.
It just doesn't. It seems like it would be right up your alley, and you don't like it. I get it. The third one kind of sucks.
That's my favorite one. Is the third one.
Third one's the worst one. Easily the worst one.
It's cool.
No. But anyway, banger off of this record, Alec Eiffel. This is really good. This is a really good song. This made my top 10. So my top 10 Pixies playlist.
I forgot to even look at your stupid top 10.
So yeah, I really like the song. Stinker, the Navajo No, the last song. I don't know. It's fine. The song's fine. It's the last song. It's okay. I just don't really care. I don't know. But that's most of the Pixies music. I just it's not my thing. So yeah, Trompe le Monde is my number 3. So what do you got for number 2?
Your top 10's not as
it's
wildly
not
different from mine, actually.
Yeah,
I'm looking
really
at
not.
mine. No, that was yours. Yeah, I've done that before. Where I look at your top 10, I'm like, oh, that's like almost identical to mine. Like, oh wait, that is mine.
Such an idiot.
So my number 2 is Doolittle, their second record, Dr. Doolittle. I mean, this could be number 1, and I get like a lot of people put this as number 1 and things like that. Whatever. I know this is David's, my partner David. This is his favorite Pixies record. This record's incredible. The story goes that BFB and Gil were like arguing over song length. So BFB showed Gil a Buddy Holly FBF Frank Black Frank. Yeah, that makes so FBF is easier to say than BFB. FBF.
Yes.
FBF showed him a Buddy Holly record and like was like, see, look at everything 3 minutes or under. And like that's what this record really tried to be, and like that's cool and it works here. Because it's just a better, as far as like musicianship, it's a better Surfer Rosa because everything is, I don't want to say it's not as experimental because there are some experimental weird shit on here, but it's more deliberate. It's like, why are we putting this in here? If it doesn't work, then don't put it in there. Whereas in Surfer Rosa, some songs are just like, fuck it, put it in there. And I think it works for Surfer Rosa, but it's not going to work the second time. Like Johnny Marr and the Smiths are fucking all over like Joey's guitar playing, fucking all over this goddamn record. Yeah. And I don't like either of those two things, but it works on this. It works here because it's not
You're
dull.
Gonna upset a lot of people by saying
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit. Johnny Marr is a cool guitarist for sure, but
no, he's a killer guitar player. But yeah, the Smiths in general,
man. That band's
the
fucking
music's
boring
so
as
boring.
fuck. Like Joey's guitar playing is energetic and full of life, the opposite of what the Smiths are. And the record that opens with Debaser, which is like a fucking top tier 80s song in general, and it just never lets up. I understand why this is like the common number 1 record for Pixies, and I won't fight that, but I don't have as much history with this one, so whatever. Yeah. Mr. Greaves, if I'm not picking Debaser as my number one. Mr. Greaves. This made me realize like how much like Laura Jane Grace and Against Me like took from the Pixies also, just because this song sounds exactly like half of their records. So that was cool. That was just something I found and was fun.
Honestly, though, I mean, every alt-rock band directly took from the Pixies.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, yeah.
But it's fun when you're listening to them, like, oh, shit, like, there's another one, too, that, like, I never thought of. Because, like, we're not big, like, Against Me fans. And
yeah.
I have I have two, actually. I have two on the vinyls, and I like them. But it's just, I don't know, it's fun to think about. I enjoy exploring and learning, okay?
I do, too.
My stinker was Silver. I feel like this is an easy one to put on the bottom. It's got the least listens on Spotify. It's just slow and weird, and for the sake of being weird. It's a very Surfer Rosa kind of sounding song. But yeah, Doolittle's a vinyl pickup for sure.
Okay.
It is.
All right. Nice. Very nice.
It is.
All right. So my number 2 is the album of the week, Surfer Rosa.
Okay.
So there you go. First
Good.
album, 1988.
Good.
But we'll get into that on the main episode. Sure. We're going to do a main episode breaking down Surfer Rosa. So people listening, don't get all fussy and butthurt like you did with the Crash Love episode of AFI. We'll get into it.
Which is
but
crazy
in greater
to even
detail.
get upset about, because that record fucking is not good.
Dude, I listened to that record last night. So
I know.
good. My OG on
40
vinyl.
minutes of your life there.
So good. But anyway, yeah, Surfer Rosa, my number 2. So your number 1 is obviously Surfer Rosa.
Surfer Rosa.
Album of the week. My number 1 is Doolittle. I like this record a lot more than I did Surfer Rosa. I think that they refined the best parts of Surfer Rosa and put it on this record. It has almost as much experimenting as Surfer Rosa, but done in a better songwriting sense, better harms, better production. I mean, I like Steve Albini's production a lot and his mixing and all that. I like it a lot. But Gil Norton produced this record, and I think he fucking nailed it. And this is, to me, is like the true Pixies sound is Doolittle. I really did enjoy this more. And we're talking, and just I do want to bring up this whole budget thing. So Surfer Rosa had a budget of $10,000. This one had a budget of $40,000, significantly more than Surfer Rosa, but still, $40K is not a lot of money to make a record, especially a record that has literally influenced every single alt rock indie band. When you listen to Doolittle, in every single song on this record, I think, oh shit, this is Phantom Planet. Oh shit, this is fucking Smashing Pumpkins. This is Nirvana. This is like every fucking band you can imagine was inspired by, at least to me, inspired by Doolittle. Doolittle is one of the most significant records, I think, in music history, modern music history. I think Doolittle is. And I still don't really like this. I mean, I might get this on vinyl. I'll just say that I might get this on vinyl,
girl.
But it's just not my style. But I totally understand its significance within the scene and music in general. So I mean, this is such a significant record. But yeah, banger. La La Love You. Well, no, La La Love Your Man. No, wait, what is it? No, La La Love You. That's what it's called. Yeah. That's my banger on this one. Made my top 10 on the playlist. I honestly don't have a stinker. There's nothing really bad about this record at all. I just couldn't pick anything out. So I think this is really good. It's a really good record.
Good.
So anyway,
good for you. Good.
That's it. That's all we have for the rankings. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars if you're watching on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. And that's all we have. Listen to the main episode about Surfer Rosa from the Pixies. And that's it. That's all.
Eddie Murphy.